Confident, vibrant, and quirky with an edge, this is 10 Minutes with Tiffany J. 10 Minutes with Tiffany J features the inside scoop as she juggles the world around her, a 9 to 5, along with a handful of gifts and talents that will blow your mind. All things Tiffany J on her website at MissTiffanyJ.com. Now, let's get into the show. This is a Miss Tiffany J bonus episode. You ever in a daze and driving down the highway, and then you look at the speedometer and you realize you're going 85 miles an hour, and you're like, well, let me slow down. And you focus because you're just inside your head thinking about stuff, I do the podcast because I just need it's like somebody to talk to or something to talk to if you care to listen. I appreciate you, but it gives you an insight on what's going on in my head and stuff like that, and gives me a diary to listen to and look back in when I'm in a space, and then I just need to regroup, So currently I'm in a space, and I just feel not necessarily low because life is bad. It's not that kind of low, but it's the kind of low where your ego is shot and you're not really sure how to build it back up, or of course everything around you is positive. Oh my gosh, you're amazing, I like your music, and but then there's other things that you got to fix and that you got to work on, and of course all of these things are going to make you a better person in the end, but it's the right now that doesn't feel good. So I'm going to be reworking something that's near and dear to my heart, and of course you'll see it later when it comes out. But it's like I'm coming to the realization that everything that I am, everyone, it's like 100% of whoever and whatever Tiffany J is, everybody can't consume that, right? And then, of course, especially not at the same time. That might just be too much. And sometimes it concerns me. Sometimes it makes me feel a little well, then what am I supposed to do? Because a lot of people oftentimes, well, you can't do everything. And I'm like, you sure? And so, don't know. Not that I have to dial it back, but how do I express myself and still feel like I'm whole, and which I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my website. I'm thankful for the platforms that I have that I can fully put stuff out there in. And I think what I'm learning in the process is you gotta compartmentalize, and everything has a place. When it's a professional platform setting that may go worldwide, right? This particular version has a space for how it needs to be portrayed. And anywhere else you can use for anything else. So I'm just trying to place it, you guys. I'm going to have to rework this video. So, yeah. And, still working through, basically it's triggered just stuff in the childhood, in my childhood self. A lot of the questions that the interviewers have been asking is, what would you tell your childhood self or whatever, now, if you knew what you knew now then? And I think one thing that I'm thinking of is, you're not less than just because Something doesn't fit for this current moment in time. And you're not less than because you don't have what you need for this current moment in time. You are still great. You are still amazing. You are still awesome. And it's just a period in time that we are trying to like capture or portray or release or put out. It doesn't mean that that represents all of who you are. And it never means that. People oftentimes, when people make mistakes or whatever in media or whatever, it's just a snapshot of who you are. You can, I guess I'm coming to terms with, you can never really capture everything that you are in any given moment. It's not possible. And if it were possible, then it would be possible. Or if it were possible, then what would be the point of time, having time? So I guess I'm saying to myself, Tiffany, take the time. And anyone else who's, I guess, struggling with, oh, I want it now, or I want to do it this way, or why can't I, whatever, or when. I guess that's what this year is about. Like I said, mindfulness and living in the moment. And I never really thought that I was going to have some bad moments that I'd have to sit and sulk in and just kind of like wallow and figure out. These are the moments where you have to embrace and say to yourself, these too matter. If you need to cry, it's okay. I didn't cry. I almost did. I had tears. I was, sitting just sitting right there, gonna come out. I'm okay now that I've kind of thought it through and talked it out with myself. I'm repeating myself again, but I realize you can't put everything that you are in a moment, in a second. And I guess also too, when it comes to getting to know people, it's an ongoing process. Even when you've met your person and you're married and stuff like that, it's not like that's all that they're ever going to be. It's not true. It's not realistic. You're forever growing. You're forever evolving. And the same way that other people, places and things can give you grace to do so, you have to give yourself the grace and the compassion to say, you know what, at this moment in time, I'm gonna put this snippet of who I am out there. So as I rework things, I need to ask myself, what is it that you want to share at this moment to your audience, considering the audience that you're trying to speak to. So in the end, what we can learn from this is, as an artist, and I'm not sure at the moment how you can apply this to whatever your profession is or whatever you've got going on in life, but in the end, this is making you a better artist. It's something that you can look back and say, I remember that time where I had to tweak things and I had to fine tune it. And sometimes, as Neil would say, a song is never really complete. It's not, because some people think, oh, the studio version, like that's it. And it's not. It's just the studio version. So the first version went out. Cool. I got to give it a name. And then I'll, create another version, I guess. And if you ever want to assist or help, don't just say that you want to assist and help because you want your name out there or whatever the case is. You got to truly want to assist and help. This is not something that, I'm doing as a hobby. This is something that, I'm if it weren't for my job and me doing that 9 to 5 professionally, because that's where I make a majority of my money, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to supplement my income, meaning I am doing this professionally, and I'm doing this a lot more than what most people, they claim or say that they do. This has been 20 years in the making. 20 years, okay? That's a very long time to be doing anything simultaneously with other things. If you go to my website, you go to misstiffanyj.com/credentials, you will see where, you can see where it's listed all of the stuff that I've been doing this entire time. I feel like some people, which is like a slap in the face, they're like, well, you should be here, you should be there. And I'm like, well, to be honest, I have been here and I have been there. It doesn't happen like that. Sometimes it's insulting to me and the people that have been working with me all this time, because I'm like, did you even do what I asked you to do? As far as like, did you like the picture? Did you share the picture? Did you comment on the picture? Versus you see me in the street like 5 years from now and you're like, oh yeah, I've been seeing that you've been doing this. And then you want to give your opinion on you should be doing this, and that. This one is truly a venting session. I don't have any advice to give or anything like that, but I really felt like I was, I felt like I was going to cry today. And I guess if you feel like you're going to cry, and even if the tears kind of form, maybe that means you did. I don't know. I just didn't fully I didn't really do all of that, But I acknowledged the fact that I want to cry, and I called somebody and just kind of talked briefly, and I just, I drove on the highway, and like I said, looked at the thing, and I was like, it's 85 miles an hour, whatever. And finally home, sitting here in the driveway, just sitting thinking. And even though I immediately want to go upstairs and work on said project and fix it, I don't know if that's the right thing. Am I fixing it because it's a compliance issue, like I do at my job? Like, oh, you need this, and this done, and now am I just doing it just to get it done? Is my heart still in it? Do I love the product that I put out? Do I love any product that I put out because it's me? Or do I love it because it's my heart and soul and it's still ministering to me as it does to everyone else? These are all the questions that I have as I continue to move forward with anything. Is it still solely my project because other people are involved? What does teamwork really mean now that you have to share something? If it weren't for us, like we're not asexual, right? We don't reproduce on our own. Like, we need others to, it's a society basically, right? So what I'm saying to say is people need each other. And if it weren't for that, a lot of people will be doing things on their own. And I'm just very independent, and it's something that I struggle with, like relinquishing control. And not to say I'm a control freak, but what I mean to say is giving up the responsibility and placing it in someone that I trust. That is not something that I have up to the level that I need it to be. Can I trust you if I give you this project? Can I trust you if I ask you to do A, B, and C, or X, Y, and Z? If I give it to you A, B, and C, I want it A, B, and C, not A, C, B. And then if you give it to me A, C, B, and I wanted it A, B, C, now, that kind of thing. It has to be right. Then the person that I am as an artist and in my professional life, I'm sitting here like, if I ever want to be with somebody, okay, man's the head of the household, and I get that stuff, submission, respect, love, joy, peace, blah, blah, blah. I get all of that. I get it. But it's just like, dang, is anybody ever going to pour into me and make me feel on top of the world, and, just make me feel special, or make me feel like I just want support. I just want somebody to come home to, somebody to be like, yo, that's what's up. What you want to do? You want to hang out? You want to this? Let's just take a load off of whatever it is you're doing, and take that moment to do that, and then get back to what I'm doing. Buy me something to eat, cook me something to eat. I don't know. It's really food is where I'm at. Yeah. Got to me today. So I'm going to continue to create, because that's who I am, and that's what I do. I need to come to terms, meaning just kind of get a grip on and figure out, like, how do I define myself in a world that kind of creates definitions? You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to tell me this is this, now where do I fit into that? Do I or don't I? And if I don't, is that a punishment to me? Is that what's that thing called? What's that word? Delinquish? What's that word called, y'all? Whatever. A point off. You know what I'm trying to say. Do I get points off? And then when they say comparison is the thief of joy and you're trying not to compare yourself, is that not what we're doing? How do I authentically stay true to myself when I'm being told to, fit into, and I'm not saying fit into a mold, but there is a standard, right? And the standard, the same way I tell my customers at my job, like, there are rules, but they're not rules. But yeah, there are rules that you got to follow. And some people, and I guess this is the revelation that I'm having right now, some people can look at it, which are experts within that field, and they can say, okay, she's got a few of the fundamentals, but there are a few things missing. This is what we need to fix. And so in hearing the playback, Tiffany, what you need to say is just that. There are a few fundamentals or a few things that you need to tweak and fix in order for this to be up to par, up to standard, along with the rest of your peers within this field. If nobody cared, then they would just be like, whatever. But you got to look at it as we're all trying to win, and we want to win. We want to win with the best product possible. Some days I am shooting for, I'm shooting for the stars and beyond, when I only got, instead of having a rocket ship, I'm over here with a paper airplane, right? And I'm trying to go to the stars with my paper airplane. And I be making it there, in my mind I make it there, but people be like, okay, look, the paper airplane, you need the thrusters, you need this, you need that. Where's your oxygen mask, huh? How you gonna survive up there, huh? This is what you need. And I'd be like, what you talking about? I could breathe. I could breathe. Struggling. So, it's all in good faith, good favor, good, in good spirits. The feedback, the criticism, the critiques, all of it is great. And what I'm thankful about is to be able to, have these low moments and be blessed to have the time to sit in them and process them and work it out and say, okay, this doesn't mean that you suck as an individual. That's not what this means. So stop thinking that. Stop it. What does this mean, though? Let's just tighten it up. Just gotta make it better. And I know you can. As smart as you are, Tiffany, I know you can, because you're good at everything that you do. And deep down in your spirit, I felt it too. I was like, I'm gonna have to rework this. They're gonna tell me to rework it. I bet you they're gonna have to rework it. And I knew it was coming, because to be lazy is to just accept the subpar. But you can't do that. You got to put out the best of the best. And it's okay. So, am I going to do it tonight? I don't know. I'm off today, y'all. And it's PTE, Purple Thursday experience. But we're not going live tonight. But I can either choose to go to class, enjoy class, or I can choose to just Uber tonight. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do, because I got to get some money in my pockets. Because we're going to South by Southwest in 2 weeks. And that's my timeline. I want to get this done before we go, so I can switch out the video and then go from there. But I needed this moment to just kind of sit and be still. Thank God the sun is out. Thank God the weather is nice. I miss my dog, man. These are the moments where if I don't have nothing to do, she and I, we just sit and be. I could take her to the park and take her with me wherever, and just kind of, I don't have that anymore. This just sucks. It's like a distant memory. And I don't know what to do. I gotta figure out, like, it's not like a who you gonna give your love to thing, but it's just, they're just not here, you know? So, talked to a few people about pets passing, and they felt what I was talking about, and I mean, I don't have any guilt or anything like that. I'm just kind of, that season is over, and I can't get it back. I can't do anything but look at the memories, look at the pictures, and it's like she was here, but she never was because she's not here. But I'm like, but you was here, so it matters, right? So I don't know, man. It's like a first time for me coming. Well, it's technically not the first time. This is my third time going through kind of like a pet passing, but everything in life at this moment is like this year is different. Ever since we moved to this, the new spot, like everything from this point on is like brand new. It's open. What's it called? Open field or open game or what? I don't know what they call it, but it's open for whatever. And I know I'm not starting over because I'm starting with experience and wisdom are going to guide me, all of that great stuff. So I'm trying to be hella focused, but open to collaboration, open to change, open to grow, open to evolve, open to smile, open to love, open to being present and listening. Like some of these things, people, like, it's hard. It's very hard. It's not something easy to do because you naturally want to be like, nah, I know what I'm talking about. I know what to do. And you may, but the smart thing, especially that older people know what they do, is they listen. They've been on this earth like longer than you, and they just sit and they chill and they listen. And I'm trying to get to that point. It's just going to take time to like practice it. And I keep telling myself I want to be here, and here. And all these things that I want to do in life, all these seeds that I'm planting, God's like, okay, cool, I got you. But you got to learn this and you got to learn that. And I'm like, all right. And it don't feel good. At least right now it doesn't. I'm getting better as I talk, more about it right now. But it just doesn't feel good. And a lot of times when I have these regrouping sessions, like I think about it like when my DM comes to do a store visit, and they basically grade you on whatever the criteria is and stuff. And you go back and you figure out what your opportunities are. And even though what I've learned is time management is my weakness, okay, I tried to meet a deadline. Dang, I met the deadline, but I still messed up when I could have waited. And there's just so many things that I want to be great at the same time. I want to have great time management. I want to be a great leader. I want to be a great artist. I don't know what everybody sees on the outside. All I can tell you is when I look in the mirror, I see myself, I see a few flaws, and then I'll be like, well, the flaws make me who I am, and this is what it is. Nobody's walking in my shoes, though, so let's go. Boom, let's go, world. I'm out there. And I try to make things happen. And with all of the stuff that I get bombarded with, I'm constantly like, okay, smile, or okay, be in the moment. And in some spaces, like at my job, like, it's repetition. I get paid to do that. But then when you go around, like, your family, certain friends, and certain, people and things like that, you revert back to the old self. And I don't want to do that. I know now that being an artist is something that you can't turn on and off. It's who you are, and people just, they see it oozing out of you. So realize, all right, I can't turn that off, so might as well not. And you just shine. It's beautiful to shine, whatever you are. If you a mom, if you're a, I don't know, randomly I'm thinking about an accountant, a teacher, somebody who's a coach, a great developer, IT person, I don't know. Whatever it is that you are and that you do, like if that's what you do, do it and do it to the fullest. And don't hide it, because you can't hide it. That's like suppressing who you are. And thinking of suppression, and I'm thinking, damn, am I like suppressing myself because I can only share this version of me in this split second? But perhaps I'm too hard on myself going back to the video. Tiffany, come on, it's 3 minutes. You cannot put your entire life into 3 minutes. And I'm glad for the people who really saw that that's what I was trying to do. I really was, because I just be so happy and so passionate about everything, and I just want to share it with y'all. But that's where you got to break up your content and split it up. So I'm going to do that. I don't know how, but I'm going to figure out how to do that. Let me close the door, because it's people cutting grass and stuff. I'm going to figure that out, y'all. Thank you for listening. I just had to get that out. And I don't know. It's just been it wasn't a roller coaster of a day. It was just, I hit a low moment. Yeah. I think that's all I got to say for now. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, so we got South by Southwest, which is March the 17th, I believe, through the 20th. After that, we got the Fleet DJ Conference. When is that? You know what? That's going to come in on the next segment. How about that? So take a listen, and ciao for now. If you are listening and under the sound of my voice, I want to send a special shout out to you. Thank you for your support in getting down with all things Tiffany J via the podcast. Now, some special events. Here we go. March 18th through the 20th, myself and the 646 team, we're going to be in Austin, Texas for the South by Southwest 2022 edition. Make sure that you catch us on the stage. Whoa! July 14th through the 17th, I'll be in Jacksonville, Florida with the team again for the Fleet DJ Conference. Ooh, I can't wait. And now, for dance, I'm going to be your co-host for the virtual experience of the Titans of the Dance Floor competition, and I'm going to be your competitor August 18th to the 22nd. And we're going to close out the year with another ISDC, that's International Swing Dance Championship. Remember all things Tiffany J at MissTiffanyJ.com. If I wanted to, I can't get enough. All I want is you. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Work for it. Work for it. That was another edition of 10 Minutes with Tiffany J. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. Now you can get more episodes on my website at www.misstiffanyj.com. But don't stop there. Hop on over to the music tab and check out your favorite Tiffany J record, starting with my latest singles, Work For It and Callin' Me, which is on all digital platforms. Also with a bomb video showcase on YouTube featuring the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. Alright y'all, this is for the few people that I rock with, and if you want to connect with any of them for their expertise in their craft, hit me up so that I can link you. First, I want to shout out my indie label 646 Entertainment Group. It's a one-stop shop for the ultimate music experience, artist development, engineering, road management, business awareness on how to properly release your songs, get royalties, and more. Next, I want to shout out No Gossip, Just Talk with Tanisha and Mitra, who inspired me to step outside of my comfort zone and start this podcast. I pop up every now and then with a topic, and we have a blast with Girl Talk 101. Special attention needs to be drawn to my boy, Sarian, for answering my prayers and becoming a part of my journey musically and beyond. More to come as life unfolds. I'll save some for later. Now, my jewel, no pun intended, is my accountability partner, who has like the exact same mind as me. When we link, things happen in the atmosphere. I am so glad we crossed paths. Angel, my love, you are an inspiration. Dance fitness is a lifestyle, and you do it with such ease. If anyone wants to be fit, curvy, wavy, let me know. We can get our dance craze on with Angel. She's also one of the guests of No Gossip Just Talk, so make sure you check her out there. Last but not least for now, the Purple Charlotte Steppers Club, which embodies an entire dance community of some of the best people I've met on the planet. You'll see me live there Thursday at 6:30 on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram with the Purple Thursday Experience. Now, if you listening to this need ad space and want to join the platform, DM me and we'll discuss membership so that we can get your business out there. Reserve your spot is next with Purple Charlotte Steppers Club. You all take care.
What's up, Dance World? This your boy Herschel KG. This beautiful lady is.
I'm Tiffany J.
If you missed out last week, you do not want to miss out this week because last week was lit.
Amazing. So if you want to be in the building, make sure you go to
purplecharlotte.com.
Reserve your spot.
Yeah.
Okay? And if you can't make it, it's all right because you can go to Purple Charlotte Steppers Club on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And do what?
Join us live.
6:30 on Thursdays. We'll see you there, okay? We your hosts, Tiffany J.
Herschel KG.
Mm.
Deuces.
We'll see you there.